5 fresh, highly complimenting summer fragrances. Without any further ado, I want to start by House of Jean Paul Gaultier. This is one of those must-have fragrances. Le Beau, Le Parfum version. There is also regular Le Beau. I prefer this one as it is denser, longer lasting, and gets better compliments compared to the Le Beau, regular Le Beau. So this fragrance is a fresh, sweet and tropical smelling fragrance because of pineapple and coconut. It is a little bit tropical, has some sort of green vibes at the background, very little sour, but at the dry down, like after first 30 minutes, gets more aquatic, which is not mentioned in the note breakdown of this fragrance on the platforms, that aquatic note, but definitely I can get that aquatic feel of this fragrance, especially on others in the air. So in the brief, I can say to this one, a tropical, fruity, very little green, sour and aquatic fragrance with generous amount of sweetness. Lasts on me solid 10 hours plus. Projection and sillage is good. I can say good 2 hours of projection. Better even sillage for first 2-3 hours. It is a room filler type of fragrance. Leaves a very long scent trail behind and gets definitely solid compliments. Next compliment monster coming in from House of Yves Saint Laurent Y EDP. It is a very pungent, strong, sour, citrusy and earthy, woody type of fragrance. I like Y Le Parfum better compared to this one as it is more mature, has more weight to it. But because of that powdery atmosphere of Y Le Parfum, I prefer that one for fall and spring. For summer, I believe this one is better as it is more citrusy. So how is scent profile of this one? It is sweet, like soda-ish type of sweetness, not too much overwhelming. It is sour, gingery, citrusy, and for whatever reason I can get some sort of carbonated soda-ish vibe out of this fragrance, like grape juicy carbonated vibe. Some sort of green lavendery, clean lavendery feel is also available at the background, and at the dry down gets at some points like rooty and woody. So in the brief, I can say to this one, a sour, freshy, citrusy fragrance that has some sort of woody and let's say rooty base and weight to it. I can get like 7 hours plus longevity with this one. Strong, solid 7 hours and 2 hours of good projection and sillage. In terms of compliments, I would say it is 8 out of 10. Next one is from House of Prada, one of my all-time favorites, and I will keep recommending this fragrance to you as it is unique and complimenting with a good performance. Prada L'Homme. It is a bright, outstanding, spicy and floral powdery type of fragrance. Outstanding because it is fresh, but it has a unique take on fresh fragrances as it is not gingery, woody, citrusy. So it is out of that mainstream, well-known territory, or let's say common territory. So I hear they say to this one soapy. This is not what I can call it, a soapy fragrance. For me, this is far away from a soapy atmosphere. It is not that much lavendery or let's say like neroli. I cannot get that much of soapy vibe out of this fragrance. It doesn't smell exactly like a bar of soap, but has that clean vibe, let's say. Maybe that's why they say to this one a soapy fragrance. For me, this one is one of the most unique, outstanding, fresh and highly complimenting fragrances. I can get like 10 hours plus longevity with this one on my skin. Projection is like average for first 2 hours, but sillage is way above average. Has a very loud and crazy scent trail and bubble. Another long-lasting, fresh, mass-appealing and complimenting fragrance in my collection is Percival from House of Parfums de Molly. Such a great purchase, just it is a bit expensive. Rest is 10 out of 10. So if you are into fresh herbal fragrances, this is definitely a must-try for you. It has a very appealing scent profile. It is like citrusy. For whatever reason, I can get a little bit of apple at the top of the fragrance. It is not mentioned in the note breakdown of this one. And lavender is main player, backbone of this fragrance at the mid, and at the dry down it is more woody and ambroxany. Such a great fragrance. It is pretty linear, it doesn't change that much, but loses a bit that fruitiness of the opening at the dry down and gets more woody, but like 10-20%, not too much. It is one of the safest, easy to wear niche fragrances in my collection. If you are new in the game and you want to start with some of the niche fragrances, I highly recommend this one to you. I can get like 10 hours plus longevity with this one, with 2 hours of good projection and sillage. Next one is easily at top 5, my current most complimented 5 fragrances, especially in the last 1 year. I'm talking about Missoni Wave. Scent profile, like the name is aquatic. It is fresh. I can catch some sort of citrusiness at the top of the fragrance, but I cannot say this fragrance is sour, gingery, It is citrusy, but it is a pretty well blended type of freshy. You cannot catch any particular note except that aquaticness, I have to say, and creamy sweet feel. If you like Versace Purum, if you like Chanel Allure Sport, you're gonna love this one, as it is way better compared to those fragrances, as it is longer lasting, especially compared to the Versace Purum. It is denser, and compared to Chanel Allure Sport also it is cheaper. So I believe it is a better value for the money, as it is complimenting as big as those fragrances, but a bit underrated for whatever reason. So I can get like 10 hours plus longevity with this one, with 80 sprays, last on my skin, projection and sillage. I would say projection is not that loud, better compared to the Versace Purum, and I would say average projection but above average sillage. Complimenting side of this fragrance is that line central that leaves behind. Take care, guys.